Welcome back to the Gnostic Hub. It is an honor to have you with us for another amazing session in our series of videos. I'm your host, Elizabeth. Today, we will be discussing a subject that most likely has captured your attention at one point or another in your life. It is such an interesting subject, and as such, it has been studied for a very long time from a scientific perspective as well as from a mystical one. This particular subject tends to transcend curiosity, and it can actually be verified with facts. The subject or subjects I'm referring to is the universal sound and the power of the spoken word. During this session, we will study how words can influence our future, our physical body, and our psychological state. We are also going to discuss how we can utilize words to transform our future. If you are questioning right now, what's so interesting about sound or words? Well, let's just start by quoting the sacred book of the Bible. In the Gospel of John, Genesis, we find the first sentence that states the following: In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The prior statement sheds light on the importance and significance of the spoken word. Now let's take this statement and see how we can take advantage of this information. To start, we need to understand that in order for us to be successful in life, we need to watch what we say. For every spoken word has a certain outcome. If we talk down, we'll go down. If we curse, we'll be cursed. If we wish ill upon others, it will come right back to us. But if we bless others, we will in turn receive blessings ourselves. We create with our own mouth everything we repeat. Words are like seeds. When you speak something out, you give life to what you are saying. Therefore, if we continue to say something over and over, eventually it will become a reality. Whether we realize it or not, we are prophesying our own future every time we speak. And this is fantastic when we say positive things like, I'm blessed, I'm always achieving my goals, I'm successful, I feel healthy. This is a great way of prophesying our future because our life will move in the direction of our words. But unfortunately, too many people do quite the opposite. They go around prophesying quite the opposite. They focus on repeating all negative statements like, I'll never be successful, business is slow, I'm sure I'm close to getting fired, I always get the flu, there's a history of this or that disease in my family, and I'm pretty sure I will end up with this. They are always prophesying defeat, misfortune, bad breaks, mediocrity, etc. The Bible, that sacred book that has been around for hundreds of years and not many people take the time to read, it's filled with advice on how to live a happy and a very successful life. It doesn't really just preach. It gives us many examples on what to do and what not to do to live happy. In one passage of the Bible that reads as follows, "We will eat the fruits of our words." We are always planting seeds with our words, and that we will reap the fruits of the seeds that we sow. It is right there, right here, where we can see that words can bring happiness, but they can also bring pain. If you ever had the opportunity to follow a motivational speaker, they always advise that in order to achieve our goals, we need to put them in writing and read them out loud every day in form of affirmations or incantations. Repeating them every day at a given time for a certain period of time, it gives them life until they become tangible. In other words, every time we speak is as though we are sending an invitation to whatever we are prophesying, and soon enough will come to us. So we should start sending invites to all good things so they can come. If you're a Bible reader, you'll know that Proverbs 6:2 says, "You are snared with the words of your mouth." Snare means to be trapped. Truly, this is a reality. If we think about the thoughts we had in the past that we actually spoke and gave life to, then we'll know we are living the way we always said we would. To prevent this, we have to watch our thoughts very carefully and the words that follow them. When negative thoughts come to us, we need to remember not to give them life by verbalizing them. We somewhat talked about this in our previous video about negative emotions and how we need to keep an eye on when they arise, because all negative thoughts are closely followed by an emotion. Therefore, if we control our thoughts, well, we will be on our way to controlling our emotions, saving us a lot of energy. During tough times, especially, we need to be on guard, be vigilant, because it's very tempting to vent our frustration by telling people how bad things are, how a loan didn't go through, how bad the medical report came out, or even how we were overlooked for a promotion. Let me give you an example. If you recently got overlooked for a position or a promotion at work that you know you are more than capable of performing, but for one reason or another, you didn't get the promotion, and mainly if this is not the first time it happens, continually speaking about this problem is not only going to discourage you even more, but will give the problem more life. That's when we need to pay special attention to our behavior. So instead of going around complaining to everyone that would listen, cursing our boss or making stories up, the best thing would be to sit down by ourselves and analyze the situation. We need to start by being thoroughly honest with ourselves and looking at all the different facts surrounding the situation. What experience do I have to fulfill this position? Are there any specific certifications that I need and don't have? What classes can I take to help me better myself? What do I need to learn to make myself more valuable? And don't stop only at listing the things that you don't have. Continue this dissection with the positive and what you bring to the table. At the end of your analysis, you should end up with a to-do list. And if you stick to it, a promotion will be surely awaiting. Or even better, a new job, a new opportunity will arise. But you have to be positive. The moment you start changing your state of mind, the way you speak, the way you feel, you will see how quickly things turn around. And if worse comes to worse and you realize, I can't go anywhere in this place, well, it's time to look somewhere else. We tend to grow too comfortable when we have been at the same job for too long. We tend to believe that we are not going to make it anywhere else. Nothing could be further from the truth. We were not born to be miserable. We were not born to be unhappy. We should not be unhealthy. We need to be happy. We need to be successful. We need to be healthy. In our life, there's always two voices fighting for our attention. One voice leads us to success, and the other one to failure. Which one are you going to listen to? Once again, we have come to the conclusion of this subject, and hopefully we achieved our goal to help you understand that it is necessary to value our word and not to profane it with unworthy ones. So remember that it's just as bad to talk when one must be silent as it is to be silent when one must talk. And in the words of Master Samael, words create. One should never condemn anyone with the word, because one should never judge anyone. Slander, gossip, and lies have filled the world with pain and bitterness. For this week's exercise, we will give you some mantras that will help you put your mind at ease in moments of confusion, anxiety, or simply to quiet the mind and find some peaceful time. Mantras are the sounds that trigger our mind to retreat to a different place where we can find peace and truth. In our video about relaxation and meditation, we got some exercises that can be utilized before we start chanting our mantras. Ideally, before you start any mantra chanting session, you will take the time to put your body in a relaxed state so you can get the best results. The most popular and mainstream mantra would be the Om. You would chant it by holding the O vowel for a count of 5 and then switching the M for another count of 5. Another mantra would be to vocalize or chant the 5 vowels I, E, O, U, A. With this mantra, you will inhale, and as you exhale, you would vocalize each one of those vowels for as long as you can. The order that you chant the vowels, it's very important. We will explain its significance in a later video. Just try to keep the order as we chant them just today. Lastly, for my advanced students, you can also add the following mantra, Om Ma Si Padme Hum, to your list, which can be performed as follows. This concludes this week's video. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support and your time in watching our videos. May this knowledge positively change the course of your life as it's done for me. As always, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Gnostic Hub for weekly updates. So let it be written, so let it be done. See you all in the next video.